Yep. That's what we signed up for, though.
That's what you signed up for.
You're the one that voted. I don't get to.
I voted for you. I mailed in a vote for you.
I'm in the back. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Every year. Midterms coming up.
Every year, even if it's not an election year.
Every year.
No, you got to let them know in between that you're thinking about them. Joe Lisa Montgomery is getting her vote in every time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Joe Lisa Montgomery. And I put a sticker on it with a winky face so they know if we get caught, I can say I was kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
I took a selfie of me fake vote, but my fingers were crossed when I did it. So they were
again.
Yeah.
Prosecute.
That's true. That's sea law. That's the law of that's the admiral's law, the maritime law. You can't get in trouble for voting twice.
No, I see people all the time who are getting caught for voting fraud from last cycle. It's mostly Republicans. I will say.
Voting twice or voting
all sorts
way
of
more than
stuff.
Twice or what?
The voting twice or three. It's certainly not some big thing. It's just some goofball who was like, I'm gonna make the Dems pay. I never know how much to believe when I hear people talk anymore. So it's hard to even follow current events. That Crockett lady, the black lady representative, she's got this list of things that Trump's doing. And if 10% of it is true, I'm worried. But I don't know if 10% of it is true. Or because I'll hear I wish they'd shoot straight. Because just be the party of shooting shit straight right now. Because then your foil is right across the way, and they are not shooting shit straight. Just be honest. Bernie had some cooked stats the other day he was reading, and he was phrasing it a certain way. Instead of talking about what the numbers were, he was talking about the rate at which the numbers were growing, and he kept conflating the two, and that allowed him to be very persuasive in his argument. It was the trend was such, but that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? And he was citing a trend as if it were the case. He's like, things are going this way, but they aren't that way yet. You know, it's still the other way. And he was being dishonest in that way. And it's like, come on, dude. You're supposed to be the guy that shoots straight. Don't lie. Take the high road every time and you'll win. I feel like they can next time around. You take the high road. I'm not sure it wins.
I feel like lying wins. It is hard to beat someone who doesn't play with any rules. I don't know what wins. The Democrats have been flagellating themselves. Did I pronounce that right?
That's it.
Just ever since the loss, they've just been blamed, everything that they might have done wrong, everything they should have done better, as if any one of those things was it.
I don't see any of that. I see it's a lot of blame game. It's not we should have done this. It's they did this and that. And it's hey, maybe you had a little to blame. They won. Maybe 55% they won, but 45% you lost. You know, you didn't score enough runs. You know,
I feel like the Democrat. Hutch said something to me that burned into my head. I popped in his live stream. I think it was this week, if not, whatever. And he's like, Democrats build sort of credibility by disagreeing with Democrats, and Republicans build credibility by getting in line. And I'm like, that. I don't know. Somehow that just seems so true to me. And every time I watch the news, the Democrats are ripping on Democrats, and the Republicans are mostly getting in line, talking about the brilliance. I watch Fox Business a lot lately, and they're misinforming people. And I'm like, wow, I thought Fox Business would shoot it straighter than Fox News did.
They turned the ticker off.
For the first time in 30 years, they turned the ticker off on the worst day.
What are we doing, boys?
This isn't even news anymore. This is a propaganda channel. You turn in your ticket. They covered trans stories on the worst stock market crash day that we've had in decades.
I agree.
And it's you're misinforming your audience, but people like it. It's the most popular news network.
And that's not even the move that I would want. I would want to they don't have their move, and neither does Trump. I feel like they're playing by the seat of their pants, and there is no grand plan. But if Fox News could come out and say, yeah, of course the stock market is this, but look at what Chinese stock market is. Look at Asian stock market. Give it a week, guys. Let him cook. He tweeted that, by the way. Let me cook, or let him cook. The White House, like Twitter's tweeted, let him cook.
with this like mugshot-ish presidential portrait that went with it.
Yeah. It's look, it feels like it's been years already. I'm not.
What's it been? Really 85 days or something?
It's been. I said this last week.
Has it even been that long?
but every week feels like a month, 3 months.
Like,
it feels like there's so much happening every day, and like big crazy things, and the news can't keep up. The news looks terrible. Both sides. Yeah. All the news coverage is bad right now. It's not good. They're not informing the public. They're both trying to propagandize the public to their side, and it's like, man, if one of you was just telling nothing but truth, whether you looked good, bad, or ugly, I'm probably leaning toward watching that side. Maybe that's not everybody,
that's
though.
Not
I know there's a lot of old sycophants who want to hear things are going well and we're getting the like don't worry about the economy. We're getting the illegals, and we're Trinidad and El Salvador and enemies of the state. Treason. Like, some people want to hear that, and I'm not against all of it. I certainly like like Bush, like, and Obama mostly. Like that's when things got fucking wacky and weird.
No, it had to be wacky and weird way before that.
I didn't hear about anybody's assholes falling out.
Thing, Taylor.
Nixon never knocked an asshole out. You find me the smoking
on his own.
Where's the smoking rectal feeding tube? I don't see it. Okay, you show me.
It was before the internet, so there's no records.
Oh, there's so many records. They took fucking photographs back then and held on to them. I don't even know what number Taft was. I don't know my presidents. All I'm saying is Bush and Obama turned the fucking dogs loose. And they did awful things to those people, even though all the information they had said it wasn't working and it didn't work, and different methods would have worked just as well. They did awful things. They took that one guy's eyeball out, surgically took his eyeball out.
We had to take his eye out. I didn't see a problem with it.
Got it right here.
Who did that? Who took his eye out? Do you know?
We did.
Which president? Not sure.
It would have been Obama or Bush.
I figured after that wedding thing, it all kind of comes out in the wash. It's totally fine.
Obama killed a lot of people. I wonder how like his drone program compares to the others. I know
it's got to be less intense just because of tech. Like, tech gets so much better every time, right?
Obama had plenty of. I think Obama was probably your biggest drone striker. He had those Predator drones then. He had those drones that whenever I heard, I used to think a Predator drone was like the size of, I don't know, the back of a pickup truck. I guess I imagined them like that. But they're like an aircraft that holds multiple missiles that loiters, and we've had those for a long time, and we've been using them for a long time. I think Obama was like I think he killed thousands and thousands of people in that drone program.
Well, he was the first guy to have access to drones, and so
you're pretty excited.
You're excited. You're stoked. You're telling me these can do what? Just would stand out on my balcony, smoke a menthol, and kill some Iraqis. How the fuck does Obama sound?
That's pretty close. The fact that they are able to watch the raids on live stream is one of the coolest privileges that I think that what
Trump tripled Obama's drone strike rate.
Ooh.
I
don't know. It's a headline, so it's true.
Oh, I feel
good news brought to you by
I was just trying to do drone strikes by president, and I'm still looking for a good one.
Yeah.
Obama's got to be your winner.
Yeah. There's no way we know the real drone strike counts.
I mean, the stuff that we admit to doing, like what are we doing that we're not admitting to? Like, they admit to like assassinating Iranian generals on third party soil.
I'll be honest. This is the first time I've looked into it ever.
There was that time that I think a helicopter killed those journalists and stuff, and that was either Julian Assange leaked that, or maybe it was the one leaker who was trans, like Bradley Martin or something like that. Might have been that person.
Yeah.
Who leaked that. But there's like audio.
I don't think you know who Bradley Martin is.
No, Bradley Martin is that jacked weightlifter guy.
What's the one I'm thinking of? It's something similar. It sounds like
Noted. Edward Snowden.
No, not Edward Snowden. It was some other one. I know who Kyle's talking about.
Chelsea Manning. Okay, that's
Chelsea Manning.
Google Bradley Martin for your own fun, just real quick. Yeah. This is what you called a gay spy or something. Bradley Martin.
That's him. That's the gay spy. What he's always saying. He's saying, I wish that gay spy Bradley Martin would step up to me. I'd slap him.
That's what you guys are both always saying. Like Kyle always looks at this guy and goes, I wish a motherfucker would.
Nobody's afraid of that guy. I'd take his hat right off his head.